20 miles west of downtown Dallas. One of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. Off we go from Arlington. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Greg is one of the veterans of the league now. Here comes Dak Prescott in the Cowboy offense. Season 11 for Dak. He turned 33 back in July and was third in the league in passing a season ago.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rest of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Dak going to give this to Blue. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, here's Dak. Exiting the pocket right. That is caught. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Kyler Shook brings out this Saints offense. He was the third quarterback taken in last year's rookie class, number 40 overall out of Louisville.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Achane. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. It was the rookie from Michigan in on the tackle. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating out of the gun, this is Shook. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Saints.
From the gun, it's Shook. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. A run here with Achane. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. The rookie, first-round pick. They're on the second. We're trying to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Here is Shook. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher. And this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
To return, it is Turpin. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their second possession. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? And are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On the play fake, down. Low left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's down. Into the hands of Pickens. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Cowboys.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and the defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
We are through one. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. Back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with first and 10. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jonas Sanker is there to make the stop. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 9. A run once more with Blue. Finding space at the 15. And he's down at the 3. What a run. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal. Blue, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Pistol now for Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now Prescott. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. He's to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he sets his guys up with a short field and a chance to tie up this game. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw is shot. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he could. That pass ball's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That one out wide to Achane. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up third down. Now Shuck. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Saints first down. The air again is Shuck. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
To throw on second down is Rattler. Former third overall pick, Quinn Williams, getting in for the sack. Now it's going to be third and a mile. From the gun, here's Rattler. That's taken in by Achane. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. Going to bring up fourth down.
A 54-yard attempt.
His kick is good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Cowboys offense and their running back, Jalen Blue, heading back out there. Philippe sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9. Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. 2nd and long coming up. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's complete to Blue. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. Prescott now. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A run, and it's Achane. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. The veteran, Kenny Clark, in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Rattler. And he'll finally just get rid of this one. Didn't want to take a chance. Good decision. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back deep for Olave. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Bland. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
Let's go, Stan! Make some noise! Let's win right here. Let's win right here.
As the Cowboys head back out, we take a look at the Saints defensive coordinator, former Chargers head man Brandon Staley. Brandon spent a season as the Rams defensive coordinator under Sean McVay in 2020. Then the Chargers hired him as the head coach. He is now year 2 running the defense in New Orleans. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Dak to throw. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest hits.
Running there in the right zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal.
To throw is Dak. That is brought in the end zone. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Cowboys extend their advantage to 14-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Saints 3. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Brown now to return it. Whoa! And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room. And they're not going to try to snap it. That'll be enough for this, and we'll bring the first half to a close. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Brown now to return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And they finally get him down, but not before he's inside the 20. What a return. They'll play action. It's Prescott. Forced out wide. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Blue. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, it's Blue.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd.
And he's into the end zone. Cuban Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go. Cowboys move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Saints 3. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and Everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
This one tapped forward on the pop pass. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. It is 3rd and 10. Slot man going to move in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Rattler. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Cowboys. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Saints 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. He'll be out of bounds, but you saw that penalty flag come in. Looked like the defender got a head start. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Well run with Achad. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. And deep for Olave. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. He gets this complete to Tyson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Momentum building here on this drive. They go again, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rattler. The right side to Olave. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a 1st down here. Rattler to the air once more. The throw on the run is complete. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. Achad. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for it, yes.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. His last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. That's to the end zone, intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2.
Rattler's pass. Intercepted.
The drive starts with a carry by Blue. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2, and no further.
No gain on the play.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 2-yard line.
A give. Here comes Blue. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. Want to save some of those for the regular season. That's a first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the play fake, it's Milton. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Auburn, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys stretch things out even further.
Saints 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. We'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his pass. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time, and that will lead to a second down. He'll step up and run this.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Throwing on third down, Rattler. Looking to get that wide receiver screen set up, but this one will not work. It's incomplete. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Rattler. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 43, here's second and 7.
At the 43-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. Good running there. Getting close to midfield. He's marking there. And a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A pitch comes to Williams. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And it'll be third down.
Quincy Riley on the coverage.
Here's Milton. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Howden. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Rattler now on third down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Shotgun snap here for Rattler. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Rattler to throw it again. Quick throw, taken in. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
To throw again is Rattler. Open man, that is Palmer. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9. And the drive continues.
The Saints first down.
Throwing again, it's Rattler. That's a short one, caught by Dell. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Second and 6.
And before the snap, clock is ticking down, and we reach the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, here's a 2nd and 6. That's Palmer, the man in motion. He'll try to throw it again. Here's Rattler. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Again, it is Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It'll wind up a gain of 5 on 4th and 2. They'll run here with Kamara. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
They'll try to throw it. Here's Rattler. He somehow managed to get rid of that one before the sack. Incomplete and sets up fourth down.
Fourth down and goal at the 3-yard line.
They snap it to Rattler. That is caught, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Brings up second and
Here we go. One final play. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he'll be brought. That'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.